everyone, it's V with Real Journal Talk. So I'm coming back at you guys with my sinking funds for 2019. If you are interested in watching how I set up my sinking funds as well as how I'm going to stuff my sinking funds, stay tuned. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to go ahead and make sure I let everyone know I want to thank you all for supporting my channel in any way that you have been supporting. Thank you so much. And for any new viewers, anyone who's clicking on this video for the very first time, who hasn't been to my channel at all, thank you for stopping in. And I hope that you consider subscribing. If so, please click that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen, as well as the notification bell, so you are notified whenever I post any video. And to everyone, please give this video a big thumbs up. So this is my setup for my sinking funds for January the 11th, 2019. It's the first one for the year, and I'm super excited because good things are going to be happening this year. I feel it, and I'm so excited. So with my sinking funds, what I will be doing is I'll be utilizing a couple of things. So I have this Bella Taylor wallet that I purchased. And the only reason, it's a nice wallet and everything. The only reason why I purchased it is because of the expandable option that it has. And I feel like it's going to be beneficial. So I just want to give you a quick flip through so you can see that. I probably should cut this off. If these scissors, here I go. So I probably need to get the other scissors, but I'll do that another time. Okay, so with this wallet, this compartment right here is actually where you can put your IDs, credit cards, if you carry your credit cards. Then you have these little pocket sections right here if you want to store anything. And then you have a pin loop. I would be using this basically when I needed to do a bank run. And I will basically have this for my bank ID because I already have my wallet in my pocketbook. But if I need to do a bank run once I'm home or whatever the case is, I can just put my bank ID in here and then I can proceed to the bank. So this is what this part shows right here. And this is the Bella Taylor wallet. And I didn't even think that, what is this? It comes with 2 compartmental wallets, the 6 card slots, 2 ID windows, a checkbook slot, a pen loop, receipt slot, zip close section features, has 10 labeled cash receipt slots, a zip coin pocket. Okay, which we probably see that in the well, we just saw majority of that. So on this side, you actually have the accordion style, and this is what sold me on this, because if you are familiar with my videos and I do my cash envelopes, I actually use cash envelopes. And the reason why that fits me is because those are for money that's going to go quickly, like my gas, groceries. I'm going to spend that as soon as I need to go to the store. So the cash envelopes fit that purpose. For my sinking funds, because I want to actually save the money up, and then once I get to a certain amount, do a bank run, deposit it in. So that was the reason why I went with this as well, because it suits the purpose for what I'm trying to accomplish. So with this, it comes with the slots. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you have here It's like a little pocket. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a clear pocket right here where you will put your tab. And it came with some pre-label tabs: groceries, gas, babysitter, restaurants, entertainment, savings, utilities, clothes, household, and coupons. So, with that being said, I would not be utilizing those just because I have certain categories, as you all aware of. I have certain categories, and well, you'll be aware of it in a second. And so what I plan to do is actually use the back of this and just label what the category is and put it in that particular slot. So that's how I will utilize this wallet for when I'm stuffing my sinking funds. So I'm just going to sit this over to the side. And this is my actual planner. It's from Erin Condren. This is the planner that I purchased for the beginning of the year to use. I already set up my goals. As you can see, the goals, the categories are taxes. The goal is to have $1,000, which means I'm attempt to save $48 every pay period. Christmas, $760 and $32 every pay period. And with the Christmas, I actually have a Christmas account where the funds actually sit in there, and it's actually a good account. I don't know if any of you, if your banks offer it, or if you have a credit union, if it offers it, but it's actually a good account because essentially whatever you deposit into that account, it will be released. Well, for me, it'll be released until either my savings or checkings account, the ending of October. I wish it was before Black Friday, because maybe a week, because October is kind of early, even though it's the end of October. But I prefer November. That's just how the bank is set up. And another good feature with having the Christmas fund account through a bank or credit union is sometimes things happen and you may say, oh no, I got some money in that account, I want to go ahead and take it out. For the way it's set up, you can't go in there and just take out the money out of the Christmas account. The only way you can do that, you would literally have to close the account out. And they will close out the account and hand you whatever is in there. And then you won't be able to open it back up until, where you can open, heck, you can open it up probably 2 or 3 weeks later, but that defeats the purpose. But the point is, it's a good option for people. So that's why I said I can have it directed out of my account, but like I said, things happen and I don't want to just have funds automatically in that account, because it'll be stuck in that account and then I would have to close it out. So I can kind of figure everything out about it when I do my paychecks. And then I have my getaway. That's just if we want to take a little small, go somewhere. I want to be able to have $1,000. And so I'm looking at $72 per pay period. And then of course I am replenishing my emergency fund. I know Dave Ramsey, he says $1,000. But for some reason when I started last year, $1,020 just was in my head for some reason. And so that number just stuck with me. But because around November, December, I had to use monies out of that account for HVAC and stuff like that. So I'm starting basically over. And my goal is, I was doing 50 back then, but I'm doing 43 because with doing my budget, I want to be able to try to get as much in as possible. So the goal is $195 per pay period. That's not guaranteed. It may not happen, but that is a goal that I'm going to attempt to accomplish this year. And I didn't put when I need to have these because I know when I need to have them, but life happens. So I just felt like if I put a target date on there, you know, it may be too much. So I didn't put a date on there, but it is what it is. So with this planner, you have the monthly view. I will, in this one, because this is not my budget plan, this is actually for tracking any type of goals that I want to save. So with this one, I will go in and put the stickers for when I am paid, just because I want to be able to glance at it if I need to. So I'm going to be using this actual page because I didn't want to do it on the back to set up the actual sinking funds. So as you all are aware, I have been using Shea Budget sticker monthly sticker kit for the month of January. That's how I brought in my new year. I love supporting small business owners, and so I said, okay, well, let me start the new year off, and that's what I did. So to complete using the sticker kit, I'm gonna go ahead and use her stickers to actually do the sinking fund. So she already has a sinking fund label, and it should fit without me having to do any type of cutting or anything, because okay. And then there were a couple of options. You have the item, description, amount, and date. I think I'm going to go with the one that says starting balance, item, amount, date, remaining balance. That may suit me better. If not, you know, next month you always can find something else, but for now I'm just going to stick with and use that. Okay. And so we have everything with my sinking funds. The starting balance for this year is it should start off, it's going to start off with 0, and going forward, whatever I deposit, it's going to be listed. So the starting balance would be $0, and the item, the first item would be category, would be, let's just say, Christmas. And then what I'm going to do, since I am paid twice a month, I'm going to leave a little space, because what I can do, instead of going back down here and adding it over, I can just add it on the second line, the third line. So I'm just going to give a little space. It's not that many categories. So, and that's another thing. I didn't want too much on my plate, so I just did with the categories that I know I get hit with every year. So we're doing taxes, and then, well, I really don't get hit with this. This is the getaway. And then we have down here, I will put, because I already used that one label that came with that, which was the emergency fund, and that's separate from my sinking funds. So maybe I'll separate that, because two separate things that I'm doing. Oh shoot. Okay. Let's put this down here. And this was not like This wasn't like this. I actually just ripped it, but that's fine. And this is going to be my, I'll still use that guide, but I just want to separate it. This is going to be $0, and it's going to be my emergency fund. Okay. So I'm going to just separate these. It'll make me feel a little better. Hope that's not too crooked. Okay, so I'm gonna sit this to the side. And so I went to the bank today to do my run, and I had to also do my run to take out for my sinking funds. So I'm gonna go in and separate this. Okay, so let's see. I'm just kind of straighten these up. Okay, so what we have is I separated by, I have my 20s, my 10s, my 5s, and 1s. And so we're gonna go ahead. What did I do? Oh, I'm gonna just go ahead and just write on this. So we're doing Christmas, taxes. Sorry, y'all. Christmas, taxes, getaway, and that's it. And over the year, you know, because we're just in the beginning of the year, you know, once I get to a certain place, I know that I have another bill that always hits me around this time of the year. So I may add that on around July or August. So I will update it. You know, this is not set in stone, but just these three. So we're gonna use these little tabs. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's the Christmas one. And then, what the word? Oh, it skipped. Oh, okay. So it looks like it's every other slide. Okay. I think. Oh, it's in the middle. Duh. Okay, so this one I'm going to use for the taxes. And then the getaway over here. Alrighty. So I had that set up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and count what I wanted to save So if we go back to my actual goals page that I set up the first of the year, we're looking at doing, since Christmas was the first one I stuffed in here, we're looking at doing $32 a pay period. So we're going to go ahead and do 30. It's 20, 30, 31, 32. And then I just put it in my wallet. Does it go like that? Yeah. Okay. Then the next category, what did I say? Taxes. We have taxes at $48. So it's 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. And I know what I did. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. 20, 40, 60, 70, 71, 72. Hold on. Did I have another category that I didn't? Maybe. Oh, I probably had a lot of more money than what I anticipated. Okay. How in the world did you do that? Okay. So with the actual that's weird. Something ain't right. Okay, I'll figure it out, but I have the money, but I'll figure it out. So then that's just gonna bother me, but let me go ahead and get this over with. So because I knew I didn't take out enough, when I was calculating, I was like, okay, you didn't take out enough. So what I normally do is I do my emergency funds. I knew which categories I definitely wanted to save. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. So I wanted to do my emergency fund. And with my emergency fund, this is just me, and this is how I did all last year until unfortunately I had to put my money out for heating purposes. I use one of the mason jars. And I love this jar just because, see right here, if you can see the $1,020. This was from last year, and this jar right here, it's something about when I see the money, it makes me want to just keep building it up. And so I want to stick with that. I guess I'm visual, and that's just my motivation. And whatever works for you is good, and that worked for me. So what I'm gonna do is I will, because my emergency fund is $43. It's 20, 40, 41, 42, 43. This actually will go in here. And that's how I save my emergency fund. I actually just put it in the jar versus an envelope or versus the wallet. So that's my emergency fund that I have set up for this pay period. Okay. Now I had my getaway envelope, which was supposed to be the $72. 20, 40, 60. Okay, 65. Okay, so now it's coming back to me. Okay. Because for some reason in my mind, when I was doing my withdrawal for my cash envelopes, I forgot to take out, what's the difference? I'm missing $7. So I only will be funding $65 for the actual getaway, which is still pretty good, but that's all I'll be doing for that one. And that's in there. And then the $50 was actually for my savings. That is not on my goals because that's in my budget book planner. So let me pull that out. I have it sitting over here beside me. That's where I got stuck at. I was like, hold on now. Something ain't right, but that's what it was. So right here, if you watched my budget video, you saw where, let me see really quick. Maybe it's not in here. Maybe I didn't put it in here. But I think I did, but I just don't have time to look for it right now. The goal was to save $50 per pay period. And so that's what this is, the $50. And when I set my budget up, and this is just the way I feel like it should be done, because you're starting a new year. Whatever you saved last year, that was last year. So this year, I haven't saved anything. So that's why I started my balance off with 0. And so I am doing a first deposit of $50. And so if I can pay anything extra, I will. But the $50. And that needs to be logged there. So that won't, I can, you know what? I can, didn't I see, I'm glad I didn't write on it. Savings, the savings tab. So I'll go ahead and use that for this. It's like, okay. That's what threw me off because that was for my budgeting book. That wasn't actually for the sinking funds. So I'll put the savings tab here. If I can get that in here. And then I'll deposit that 50 in the wallet. Okay. And so lastly, just so I can make sure that I keep up with everything that I have on the side that we just set this up. We're gonna put down for the Christmas. I deposited the $32, the amount, and it was done, of course, today. And the balance, I would say 32. And then the taxes was 48. And that was done today. And the balance is 48. And, oh, I just realized I'm supposed to, let me see. And I don't have any whiteout. It's all good. Let me see. So with my Christmas, the goal is $760. So I'm doing $32. Hold on, I'm trying to do some math over here. I don't have my calculator on me. So that's gonna leave a balance of $728 because it's supposed to be the goal amount. So let me just cross that out. Okay, and then for the taxes, it's 1,000. Oh Lord. So that's, wait a minute. So let me see. Hold on, guys. At $48. So that's $9.52. Cross that out. Okay. So with the getaway, I did 65 because I was short, which is fine. It happens sometimes. You're not going to always have what you're trying to put into an account. That's not a sinking fund or any type of savings. So don't think that every time I do a video with this that I'm going to be putting the exact amount that my goal is, because things happen. But I would try my best because it's going to benefit me in the long run. So $9.35 is the remaining balance. I guess that's how, with the sticker, I guess that's how it's supposed to be set up. Okay. And then for the the emergency fund, I did $50. And I did that today, the 11th. And my emergency fund is $1,020. And that leaves me with $970. Okay. Woo! I tell you, I like doing math manually, but I prefer to have my calculator. So, just to recap, for my sinking funds, today I actually stuffed $32 for my Christmas account, $48 for the taxes, and $65 for the getaway. And then the balances for Christmas $728, taxes $952, getaway $935. For my emergency fund, which is my lucky jar, my good jar, I did $50, gold $1,020, left me with $970, and then I actually stuffed everything in this Bella Taylor cash wallet system, and I labeled the categories: Christmas, taxes, getaway, and now savings. And so that is how I'll be setting this up going forward. And that is basically it. Yeah. So I want to thank you all for stopping in to watch this video. Please remember to like, comment, share the video. If you are new to the channel, please consider clicking the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. And once again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Goodbye.